Peach here, Jukain, Solarbeam, two fusion mainstays.
I won't hear it. Ridley's a good character. I don't want to. I don't think that's a conversation we can have right now. But like,
well,
I think this matchup is rather. It's like slightly losing for Ridley, but probably more even than you'd expect.
Oh yeah, Ridley has some. He has some great stuff to actually contest what Peach has going on. But at the end of the day, Peach's buttons will just win more interactions. I think.
Oh yeah,
they're just so good. And Turnip is incredible in a matchup like this.
Yes, so the projectile play is really what makes Peach like super devastating to Ridley, because he can't really contest that too much. He's got to deal with some of these like big combos that are even bigger because he's a big body. It's just really tough for him.
Yeah, but I mean, Solarbeam, I mean, he doesn't play a lot of regular ultimate anymore, as they say. So, but you know, he's still showing he's got what it takes. Seated pretty high here. Jukain, though, he's just chunking in these back airs.
Yeah, and just like that, it's going to be the fair to take the stock. I mean, Jukain kind of recognizing that this is going to be one of those, like, oh,
dude. Okay.
Never mind. Buffered air dodge, perhaps?
Yeah, he buffered an air dodge, and he just didn't have the vertical to get back.
Rip.
Solarbeam maybe showing his rust a little bit, you know?
Yeah, you got to get back into it. I mean, I get it, like game one is data game, but you gotta do more here.
Yeah, he's just getting the download, don't worry.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and now Peach, you know, PS2's a big stage, you can kinda chill, throw some turnips, wait for Ridley to come to you. That's gonna kill though.
Definitely. That's gonna be really smart for Solarbeam to like kind of connect. It's something you gotta do early enough to like build up that conditioning tree. You'd be like, okay, you gotta make them fear the shield, but also need the shield.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's so much when it comes to the cycle of conditioning around shield play and ultimate, and Peach applies so much pressure, kind of just by existing, really.
Yeah.
With all her float cancel aerials and whatnot, not to mention her own out of shield game being ridiculous. And a great back air is gonna seal game one.
That looks surprisingly close.
Yeah, I mean, Solarbeam, I feel like he was tightening it up a little bit, you know. Just, he was a little too far behind.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that kill aside, like, it wasn't getting that close just because of the SD. Like, that's the only problem. I think sans the SD, we might actually have a real setting. I think Solarbeam is starting to shake the rust off, as you said. And getting some, like, good callouts, that's kind of what you need is Ridley. Like, you've got to play like a heavy without all of the heft that a heavy really brings to the table. You still have some good tools at your disposal, and you've got kill power. You definitely have no shortage of it, so you've got to make sure you're finding your shots, picking them wisely. And Peach is hard. She's you know, not easy to pin down.
Oh, yeah. Also, Stitch. Oh, my God. 48% already?
Great.
Man.
Yeah, catching the rollout with a dash attack as well. Looks like Jukain is finding Solarbeam in all of these vulnerable spots.
Yeah, let's see. Oh, he's got some good stuff here going down tilt to the... I mean, this Nair is going to be a huge deal for Solarbeam, just covering so much space, but Jukain doesn't care. He's going in with these down tilts. He's getting all these aerials, just chunking Ridley so much damage.
Okay. Side Bs are starting to get some pretty good leverage for Solarbeam, but we're going to need more than that. You can't rely all on that tool. And because Ridley's ledge hang, he's like so long when he's like hanging below the ledge. If you down throw Turnip, it will hit Ridley like as his invulnerability like goes away. It's crazy.
That sucks to be Ridley, man. What can I say?
It hits his tail like as it's like going through him, and then he stops being invulnerable, and then it hits him like right as it's passing through him.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Well, you know what they say, nice back air.
Yes, definitely.
Oh, another nice back air.
Yeah, we've got this. Can we get that trade? Oh, okay. So no tech. That's just gonna be a dead Jukain. Gonna have to figure it out. 2 stocks apiece, even.
Yeah, I mean, when you get hit by like that weak or later hit of the Nair, it can be hard to react with the tech timing because you expect it to be earlier, and you can hit the button a little too early. This is a regrab though. Let's see what Jukain's got. Just down air, forward air.
Okay, gets around the turnips well enough. He's getting up. He's expediting his get-ups a lot better because he knows he's going to get hit by that turnip if he hangs there too long.
Yeah, good stuff for Ridley uppy going through the turnip. If it didn't, I'd be surprised, but, you know, knowing Ridley...
It's got to. It's got to. It's hugely disjointed, like, vertically, but when you can catch him from the side, it's a lot better.
Yeah. Feels like the game just wants Ridley to lose sometimes, you know what I mean?
Feels like it. Even
Oh,
here on
Sour
Small
Bear.
Battlefield, which is like his stage, you know?
Yeah, well, it's Peach. It's a regrab here. Oh, he actually doesn't grab the ledge again, though. Jukain just wants this one big hit.
You could tell, yeah. He really wants to get something here, like the back air, the fair. There it is. I'm not sure if that was a poke, but he whittled down the shield enough that it's feasible.
It probably was a poke, or Solarbeam maybe just tried to go for a parry. Either way, Jukain here. Oh, he tries an up air drag down to extend the combo. Still gets the stage control, though.
Okay, and then like the short float down air, that's just a great way to kind of get Solarbeam up from off the ledge and get him right into the mix.
Yeah, I was gonna say yes center stage, but Jukain just throws out this dash attack, gets the hit, and now Jukain has stage control once again. It feels like he's had it all set, really. Oh, but the counter punished by the command grab. This is huge.
But this is like where we're gonna need stuff like that up smash, and you're not catching the air dodge or anything like that. That's just gonna let Jukain reset again, set up this edge guard, and we've seen how important these have been because Ridley, I mean, he's been stuck on the ledge for so long. As soon as you get one of those side Bs, it might just be even harder.
Yeah, I mean, one big hit from Peach will probably just kill Ridley here in the corner. A great grab from Jukain, though. Solarbeam feeling the pressure to shield in this last hit scenario. Well, his last hit, I should say. Jukain sitting pretty with an extra stock.
Yeah, this is just a full lap, and all this rage could benefit Ridley, but we can't stay alive long enough to make it work.
Yeah, quick 2-0 for Jukain. Looking great while he did it, too. Gonna go on to play Delta Force. I mean, Solarbeam, I think he'll make a decent run through losers. He looked like he just was having a hard time getting into it there.
Yeah.
It happens.
It definitely does. I mean, like I said, it is a losing matchup for Ridley, but we just weren't able to see like all of the things that make Ridley so volatile in this matchup. You know, it's like you have the ability to catch Peach in those like anti-aerial situations. There's a lot of things you can do with like clanking through the turnips with like an approaching nair or something like that. You know, the two frames with the F tilts we weren't really able to see just because Jukain was so good at recovering. So yeah, a lot of like the pressure points and the leverage points just weren't really there for Solarbeam, and you just got to go back to the drawing board for that one.
Yeah, and I think if anything, it shows that Jukain did a great job of just maintaining his distance when he needed to and punishing accordingly, really. So great stuff to him. He looked really good.
Yeah, it's true. A lot of like empty hops were really, really good. Like the empty pressure with like the floating in, floating out. Always kind of like keeping yourself moving just so that Ridley cannot figure out like where can I really commit to an option here, because Ridley is a rather committal character, and Peach is someone who can really make you hurt for it.
Yeah. I mean, Jukain, where he might lack in like consistent high execution combo like punish game, he makes up for it by just being a really solid, well-rounded player.